Last video, we discovered a whole bunch of secret enchants and how to obtain them, but we need a hidden currency in order to do so. So today, I'm going to be figuring out the best way to get that. Let's get right into it. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Prisons. Today, of course, we're back here on AkumaMC, the best, most overpowered, most insane, #1 ranked Minecraft Prison server for another episode in the season, where today we are essentially going to be working on getting better secret enchants. And if you guys don't know what I mean by that, then make sure you go check out the last video that I made here on Minecraft Prison, because I kind of went over everything to do with runes, which are the secret way of getting enchants here on the server. So I'll leave that link down in the description if you want to go check that out. If not, no problem, we're going to go over it briefly again today. Now guys, today's giveaway, okay, is going to be 3 winners of 3 lockdown crates, which are the brand new crates available in the store, the weekly crates for the week. I think they're worth about $20 each. So we're going to be picking 3 winners on this one for 3 of the brand new crates. So make sure you go and enter that by liking this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username down in the comment section so I know who to give it to, and then make sure you press the join button in my Discord. You have to have done all of those requirements in order to be eligible to win. If you win the Discord giveaway but you've not done all the other things, then I will be re-rolling. So make sure you guys complete everything. So yes, if you guys remember last episode, then we were indeed focusing on runes. Now runes are actually pretty cool because they're like an addition to enchants. So obviously you got your regular enchants that you can pay tokens to go ahead and add to your pickaxe and all that good stuff. But essentially there are also runes which are kind of a hidden little enchant. For example, we're running the skin shifter rune right now, which basically will just give me a chance to activate any random pickaxe skin, because of course you can only have 1 pickaxe skin active at a time. So this basically is another way of using pickaxe skins. But there are a whole bunch of different runes that we've not explored, we've not seen or had anything to do with, that are a lot more overpowered than the skin shifter rune. Now essentially you get these runes by forging them, and you can forge them using rune points. Now you do get rune points every time you rank up or do or I believe prestige or anything like that. Anytime you pretty much make like a valuable progression, you'll get some rune points. Now that's all very well, but as you guys can see, I'm ranked 364, I'm prestige 5, and I only have 384 rune points. So with that, all I could possibly do would be to forge a good rune, and that's literally like the second lowest quality of rune, and we don't really want to forge that. So we're kind of looking to get up to the point where we can start forging supreme and incredible runes and stuff like that. So we don't really want to be forging anything that's necessarily low tier. So I wanted to go over a method today that I found useful in the past and in past seasons, and see whether it's going to be a viable method for us to actually use in order to get rune points, because rune points seem like they will be extremely valuable to me. But I don't know, I just don't want to, I don't want to put a bunch of grinding into something and then it not actually work. So we're going to kind of test that theory today and see whether that is going to be the case, or whether that will work this season. I also need to max out, there we go, my token miner again, and then when my pickaxe hits 150, we'll actually be able to add a brand new enchant, which will be cluster bomb. So that should be exciting. We get cluster bomb and Mead's PayPal at 150, so that's actually a huge level to get, because that is essentially free coupons. But anyway, let's get straight into this. So the way that we're going to be using today is going to be the Wasteland. Now Wasteland is a place where essentially it's almost like a little separate game mode, if you will. Essentially the Wasteland works like so. It's basically you spawn a mob in, you kill it, it drops something, you upgrade your weapons, the mobs, like every 3 mobs that you kill of the same type upgrades to the next tier, and I'll show you guys exactly how it works. But essentially, when you've spawned in enough mobs, you can send this guy off right here, the gold mine, okay? You send this guy off, and then he actually goes and gets you some pretty sick loot, and then you come back, and then, yeah, it gives it to you, and it's all good stuff. So, essentially, that's where I'm hoping to get rune points from, is this gold mine over here. So, let's get started in here. We start with 5 coins, which is enough to spawn a couple of the regular mobs. Right now, all we have is literally our fist to kill these guys, and we're going to need to get a little bit of coins from killing these in order to spawn a 3rd one, which we should get right here. Boom. A 3rd one, and then once we kill all 3 of these again, it will spawn the next tier, which will be a tier 2 mob. And you'll notice I've now got 3 sticks, which is the loot that I got from killing that mob right there. What's going to happen is we're going to take these 3 sticks, we're going to go over to the forge over here, we're going to use 3 of the same item to upgrade to the next weapon, which now does a lot more health, or a lot more damage, if you will. So essentially it's almost like, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm trying to figure out like a similar game to this that I've played before, but basically it's it's almost like a cookie clicker kind of thing. Like you get 3 of the same thing, you merge it, it goes up to the next tier, you spawn more in, etc. It's a very repetitive game, but it's very, very fun, and it's going to result in us hopefully getting some really good loot as well. As you guys will see, our first gold mine is actually virtually ready to send off nearly. We only need to spawn in a couple more mobs and then it will be good to go. So let's go ahead and spawn in one of those. We basically have to get coins by killing these guys. So yeah, we're going to need to put in a little bit of a grind here to get some coins up so that we can actually go ahead and spawn as many as we need. So yeah, we got 24 coins. What can we do with that? Can we spawn another 2? We can just about spawn another 2. Perfect. So this will give me my 3rd tier 2 mob, which will then result in me being able to kill that to get our first tier 3 mob, which should be then what the gold mine spawns in, I believe, because it spawns in the highest tier of mob that you currently have available. So let's go ahead, kill these, and there we go. So that should be a tier 3 gold mine, I believe now, but the charge has gone down a little bit because obviously the higher the tier, the more charge it requires. So what we're now going to do is we're going to take these sticks right here that we've gotten, boom, put that into a rusty blade. We're going to do the same thing again, and we can now upgrade to the splitter bane, which is going to do 6 hearts of damage instead of the 3 that we had before. So it's double the power, and we should get a lot more coins. Yes, 31 coins for killing a rot claw stalk. So like I say, we're going to need to do a lot of grinding here in order to get what we need. We can now spawn multiple mobs at once, so that's always a help. We'll take that. We should be able to spawn in a single one here, and then we can get ourselves another tier 2 mob. So it's just a very repetitive thing. I'm going to go through a couple of levels probably here, and then once we get our first gold mine to use, I'll show you guys that so that we can kind of figure out whether this is actually going to give us the rune points that we're after or not, because I don't know whether the loot table gets updated per season. I'd imagine there's probably some updates in there, so I do want to, you know, I want to triple check before we commit to going ham on this, because it can be quite a large journey and can be very, very valuable if you do it right. But yeah, we just need to make sure it is actually going to be beneficial to us. So yeah, right now we're kind of killing more mobs than we can actually like get. So if I kill these 3, it'll upgrade that to tier 4. But I do kind of want to see what a tier 3 is going to do. So actually, if I spawn in a couple more of these single mobs, that should, yes, get us to 100%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send off this gold mine right now. Boom. We've sent it off. It's going to return in 2.5 minutes. Then we're going to get to see the loot table for it. Now, I guess what I'll do is I'll kill these 3 so that we can get ourselves a tier 4. And then the next time we call in that gold mine, it'll actually be a higher tier. I don't know. Maybe I'll upgrade like before it comes back. I don't know. If it does, then that's kind of a little bit of a cheat code that we've just learned, but I don't know if it will. It probably won't. Yeah, we'll have to see either way, and we're also nearly at our next weapon as well, guys, so that's going to be useful to have, especially now that this blight beast has got friggin' like 100 HP, taking off 6 health at a time makes it take a little bit of a while. So yeah, let's see what we can do here in regards to this. I think we need literally one more stick here, and then we can upgrade to the next weapon. There we go. That gave me a stick. So 1, 2, 3, get a sword in, 3 swords, and then 3 of the axes gives us the dull edge, which is now going to deal 14 damage. So that's a significant amount more. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys get the idea of what this is. 3 of the same mobs, upgrade to the next mob. The tier of mob that you have the highest is what the tier of gold mine loot will be. So when this comes back, it should be a tier 3 because I sent it off with the tier 3 as the highest. Unless it's tier 4, then we kind of found a way like around the whole tier thing, which is actually pretty cool and would be a very, very fun little Easter egg and glitch. I don't know if it's a glitch or not, but it'd be a fun little thing to have worked out. You also have to watch the price of these, because you guys will notice that there is a certain crossover where like spawning the individual mobs will cost us more than actually just spawning in the bulk ones, and vice versa. So you always kind of want to pay attention to the value. I think once we get a little bit further down the line, we won't really be caring about the spawning in single mobs, because it does get very kind of worthless to spawn in single mobs after a certain amount. So yeah, we will be monitoring that, but for right now, this is where we're at. Our gold mine returns in 30 seconds. We're going to get to reveal exactly what that's going to have for us very, very soon. All right, the gold mine is back. Let's check out what we've gotten in here, and it should be hopefully something. So rubies are the currency of the Wasteland, so that's good to know. We got a couple tokens here, more rubies, and 5 bronze vaults actually. That's pretty cool. So no rune points to see at this level, but I kind of wasn't expecting any just yet, because what we can do is we can use our rubies to actually upgrade different things. So we can get a coins upgrade right here. here. We can get a drops upgrade for 1,000. That's actually pretty cool. I'm just going to upgrade the coins, I guess, for now. We'll just spend the rubies that we've got, and I'll continue spawning in mobs, and hopefully we'll get to see the next tier. I think I'll probably wait to get tier 5 before we spawn in another one so that we can see what the upgrades are. Right, tier 5 mobs should be incoming any second now. I forget that it does actually take quite a while to upgrade the tier of these mobs. Like, I'm not going to lie, this will probably be a thing that you sit here and do for like 8 hours, and then you just kind of work it out like that. So, we've now got tier 5, so I'm going to go ham on spawning things in now, because I think this will be the perfect time to do it. I think tier 5 maybe might, or I guess we'll see. It's completely random loot table every time, so even if rune points were already in the loot table, it's very possible that we don't get them at the lower tiers, just because of having bad luck. That is also potential. But I would imagine it's more common at the higher tiers, or at least, even if it's not more common, you'll get more of them, so there's no downside to me spending time upgrading this right now, really. We can actually get ourselves the next weapon as well, which is going to be a stone cleaver, dealing 30 damage a hit. So this is going to be a lot more useful for taking out this Carnage Devourer. Let's spawn in a bunch of mobs though. Let's go with, I still don't really know what's worth it and what's not anymore. I'm just going to go with 10 mobs right there, and then we'll do a couple of the 5s. There we go. Get these going, and we're 58% on the charge, so I just got to spawn more mobs in here, and then we'll be good to go. I guess we can just go straight for it. I don't know. Let's spawn 5 there, 5 there. There we go. We've got to merge some of the mobs to free up some space. We can do that, and then we'll do another 5. Boom. There we go. All right, yeah, we should be able to get there fairly soon. 66% there. All right, 94%. I think one more lot of 10 spawned in should probably do it. Yes, it does. Let's send that off and see what a tier 5. Yes, it does say tier 5 loot pool will get us. I'm excited for this one. Let's find out what we get. Meanwhile, I'll merge all of these weapons as well. All right, it should be back. Let's take a look at the loot pool. I need to friggin' combine all my weapons again. Let's see what we got. Come on. Give me what we need. What is this? Blocks of tokens, rubies, celestial cash. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. That's not bad, but we still haven't got proof that what we're looking for is actually going to come out of this. I mean, I'm pretty confident. I'm like 99% confident that it is going to come out of it, but I do need some proof, because otherwise we've done all this for nothing, and I will not be happy. No, honestly, we need to do Wasteland anyway. It's a very, very good way of getting different amounts of loot, so yeah, we need to do this anyway, but I definitely want to confirm that we can indeed get what we're looking for. So without further ado, I'm going to spawn in a whole bunch more mobs, and then we're going to check the loot again. All right, we're nearly there for another spawn in, 84%. So a couple more of these purchases, and we should be good to go. 92% there. Let's combine a couple of these, and I think one more spawn in that, and we should be good, are we? Yes, we are. Let's send it off, wait the 2.5 minutes, and see what comes back. If we don't get it this time, then maybe we just need a higher tier. But I am almost convinced that this is the right way to do it. I might have to ask some people in chat, but I'm pretty certain that this is the method we want to be going for securing those what are they called, freaking rune points, if you will. And either way, we're also just about to get our first tier 6 mob, because I've just created 3 tier 5s. So yeah, once that comes back, that'll be good, but we'll also be working on the next tier as well, which is very, very good to know. We'll take that. We're also nearly up to another weapon here as well, which will be nice, because these tier 5s do take a little bit to kill. I am going to go ahead and upgrade us to a tier 6 though, very, very quickly, and see what is in store for a tier 6 mob, because I am a little bit I'm a little bit curious to see what we've got. The Abysmal Lurk with 1,000 HP. 1,000 HP. All right, yeah, we definitely need to upgrade our weapon. That is for sure. Gives me a good amount of coins for killing this guy as well. Like, I don't know how many I got just there. I feel like it was like 3,000 or something. So we'll take that, because that is easy coins for easy mob spawns. We're going to be able to spawn 50 at a time in here in a second. So I'm going to kill this. There we go. We've got enough now probably to kill 50. And let's see what we've got. Tokens, armor boxes, 700 blocks of tokens, 700. So lots more tokens, lots more good stuff like that, but not exactly what we were looking for. But now we should technically be onto a tier 6. So yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Let's spawn the 50 mobs in though, see what that does. So we only need to do that a couple of times and we'll actually be there pretty much. Definitely need this new weapon ASAP though, because killing that main guy, although he gives me a lot of coins, it's taken absolutely forever due to the weapons that we have. We're really not that far off of getting better weapons. I just need to craft 2 more axes, I think, and then that'll add up everything else in order to do it. So with that in mind, we might even be there right now. Let's take a quick look. 1, 2, No, we won't be there quite yet. I think we need, what do we need? A couple more swords here. All right, 2 more swords and we should be basically there. So I'm just going to spawn in like a bunch of these and hope that we get some decent drops here. And that is pretty much going to be hopefully the next weapon. And then we just got to spawn in a whole bunch more mobs. So that means killing a whole bunch of the main guy a couple more times. And then we'll see what we can do with that. All right, there should be a new weapon here if I've done the math right. I'm pretty sure I have. There we go. That'll be that. And then there'll be 3 of these. Perfect. So now we've got the tarnished steel doing 60 damage a hit. That's perfect, and will be a lot easier to kill this tier 6 guy with now. So that's gonna be easy points grinding. Let me grind up points for a few minutes and then we'll have a lot of mobs to spawn. All right, let's see what we have got. So I've killed a bunch of that mob right there. I don't even know where I am. Holy. I've killed a bunch of that mob right there. Let's see how many of these we can spawn in. Probably not actually that many because they are very, very expensive. What is cheaper right here? This is basically 2k per one. We'd need to spawn in 5. Wait, it's way cheaper, no? Yeah, let's just spawn in the 10s for the second. I'm gonna have to do some killing here to merge some mobs and then spawn in an additional 10, but that's okay. I don't really mind doing that. Yeah, we'll continue with the 10s for a little bit because I think they are still worth or they're still cheaper to do. Obviously, it takes me a long time in order to do that, but that's okay because we'd have to do what? Yeah, 5 of those. Yeah, I don't know. I think it works out still cheaper. We'll do 150 here just to get some higher tier mobs in here. Let's see where we're at. 71 is not bad. 71%. Let's do a couple more of the 10s. See where we can get to here. I think it's auto merging them all into better mobs every time I do this, but I honestly am not entirely sure. I hope that it is because otherwise we're probably wasting a lot of stuff right here. 85%. We're nearly there. I think we should be able to get this, and then this will be our last test to see whether we can indeed get what we're looking for. I am fairly confident we can. I will confirm with an admin before the end of this video if we don't get it in this next one. I will confirm because I'm pretty certain it is the way of doing it because I think I remember getting it last season, but I'm not fully remembering, you know. It's one of those occasions where I think it, but I'm not fully remembering. So we'll see. Let's do another 10 right here, and then we will be able to spawn this in. All right, let's send it off. See where that or see what that comes back with. I'm excited to find out. And yeah, let's. Can we? No, we can't do anything with weapons right now. I'm gonna just go ahead and kill all of these, get them all merged up, and then yeah, we'll see where we're at. All right, where we're actually at is gonna be a second tier 6 mob. So only one more, and then we can go for tier 7, which we won't be doing today because that is actually a lot longer of a grind than it would seem to get just up 1 tier. So yeah, we will be working on that probably off camera. This is probably something I'll do more off camera and show you guys the results of as we go through, but I'm thinking that this is probably going to be the method for us to get rune points. I will have to confirm it, like I say, with admins before the end of this video if we don't get any here in a second, but I'm fairly confident in it. Okay, I can confirm from admins that this is absolutely one of the best ways to do it, and you can in fact get rune points from this. However, I'm also informed that you can get them from rebirthing, so the gold mine is like a really good thing to do in between then. So let's see if we get any right now. I'm guessing we probably not, no, because they are just such a rare drop, I feel like, especially at this tier. So essentially we will go over rebirthing as well. Obviously it's not something which I'm going to be doing right this second, but what I will be doing is let's go for a drops upgrade. Why not? Let's do that. So that's kind of a little bit of a preview on the Wasteland. Again, you guys have seen that you just get random loot out of this. We can get rune points. It is confirmed rune points do come out of this, so I will continue grinding, and hopefully this will be probably where I get my rune points for the start. So what they were saying is basically every time you rebirth, you can you essentially get 100 times the rebirth that you do. So if you're rebirth 1, that will be 100 times 1, which is 100 plus 100. So basically rebirth 1 would give you 200 rune points, rebirth 2 would give you 300 rune points, etc, etc. So that's kind of how that works. Now obviously in order to rebirth, you kind of have to like complete ranking up. So we're a long way off of that for me personally. I'm obviously only rank 365, and I believe rebirths are available once you hit rank 1000. So yeah, there is a long way for me to go if I wanted to do that. So for me right now, gold mines would absolutely be the best way of me getting rune point. And if you guys are more casual players, then I would say it probably is for the majority of you the best way for it to happen. So I would definitely recommend jumping in to that Wasteland Wasteland and doing that. Of course, in between doing your regular mining and other stuff, because you're not going to be able to do certain things within the Wasteland, and you won't be able to progress like your rank up and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely worth balancing it out. Let's open up this. Oh, we need to do that. Spawn our Celestial Relic cache that we actually got from the Wasteland right there. Let's see what we can get out of this. Hopefully something useful. Let's see what we get. We're going to get a bunch of tokens. We'll take that. There's a bunch of tokens in there. We've got a couple grenades and stuff here and there. Got some mystery vaults as well that we can go ahead and place down. This should give me a whole bunch of tokens, a whole bunch of keys, and all that good stuff. We'll take all of that. So we've got some drills coming out of there as well, which is actually perfect for my prestige, because prestiging is something that we need to do very, very shortly. Now, we got to mine 60,000 blocks, but we've learnt that drills actually contribute to that, so that's useful. Feed a candy to a pet. We can do that easily, no problem. We got plenty of those available that we can feed at any point, and all the others are done. So I guess what we could do before the end of this episode is go and see if we can complete this prestige. I guess that would be beneficial to us. Let's place down these drills. Again, these drills are going to help us towards the blocks mine stat, because they do kind of count as the raw block. Although they don't go into my blocks mine on the right hand side, they do count for the blocks you need for the prestige. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna place those down for right now. Let's see where that takes me. Obviously my mine's not that big or deep right now, so it doesn't do an insane amount, but this should contribute to my progression quite a bit. Let's wait for this last one here to get down to the bottom, because that will kind of tell us exactly how much we've gotten from this. There we go. Let's see. We go up to 40,000, so not bad. We got another 20,000 to get. We can place down a whole nother bunch right here, making sure they don't interfere, and see where we can actually get ourselves today. And hopefully, I mean, we should be able to complete this prestige. I guess we'll just use a pet candy real quick, because why not? We don't really need to, but we'll do it anyway just to complete the challenge. There we go. And where are we at on the prestige now with the blocks? 51,000. So we will get there today. Not a problem at all, because we still got 10 of these to place down. So let's place these 10 down, get this last 10,000 blocks in here. And if this doesn't necessarily get me to the 10,000 blocks, then I'll just mine them. It's not that hard. 10,000 blocks really isn't that many to mine. Although having said that, we have only mined 67,000 today, or up to this point. So I don't know, maybe it's more than I'm anticipating. Let's see though. Let's wait for this to go down. All right, that's gone to the bottom of the mine. That is it. So we just got to mine a couple thousand blocks here, and then we are going to be completed on the Prestige 5, which is actually not bad. We'll take that. So yeah, let me get these mined real quick. All right, any second now we should have completed that challenge, and it will prestige. Oh, well, it won't automatically prestige us, but it will become available for us to prestige, which is exactly what we're looking for here today. I would love to be prestige 6 by the end of today. We've done actually a lot in today's video, and we've figured out a lot. I've obviously got to progress that Wasteland a lot further. In prior seasons, I've had it leveled up to like level 12 or something, our maximum tiered mob. So it's definitely something I want to pay attention to and want to continue grinding. It does take a long time though. Like, to level that thing up is no freaking joke. Like the first level is very easy, but when you realize that to get like an unlocked level 8, you have to get level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 completed. It takes a while. There we go. That is the quest complete. Let's go to spawn and prestige, get this prestige done, and reveal our next prestige requirements, and see our prestige reward right here. It's gonna be a prestige ticket, which is gonna give us a random multiplier. Honestly, kind of a bad reward because they're never that good. So yeah, that is what it is. Next prestige is gonna require level 15 on a pet, 30 keys, 10 armor pieces, reach pickaxe 120, and mine 120,000 blocks. Guys, that is going to be where I end off today's episode. If you have enjoyed it at any point, please make sure you do smash that like button for me. It would be much appreciated. Make sure you enter that giveaway, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys all in the next episode of OP Prisons here on AkumaMC.